New Shadow Shiny Pokemon including Shiny Shadow Reshiram make their debut during the Flying Taxi Taken Over event from Thursday, June 25th at 12 AM local time until Monday, June 29th at 8 PM local time. Team Go Rocket will be appearing more frequently at Pokestops and in balloons, appearing every 2 hours. You can use a Charge TM to help a Shadow Pokemon forget the Charge Attack frustration. Pokemon caught via 1-star and 3-star Shadow Raids during the event will have a wider variance of attack, defense, and HP. Shadow Reshiram makes his Pokemon Go debut as well as Shiny Shadow Reshiram with a chance. You can progress through the Go Pass Flying Taxi to receive a Super Rocket Radar and chase down Giovanni. Giovanni, as of this event, can no longer be found at balloons. So now you actually have to go out your way and keep going to all these Pokestops just for a chance at Giovanni, because Giovanni, in case you don't already know this, Giovanni from Pokestops has a chance to be a decoy grunt, which will probably just get you like a Shadow Bellsprout. Also, Shadow Reshiram and Purified Reshiram will not be able to fuse with other Pokemon, so you cannot fuse a Shadow Reshiram or a Purified Reshiram with a Kyurem, and then eventually in the future, when we get Shadow Necrozma, and a Purified Necrozma, you will not be able to fuse that with either Solgaleo or Lunala to get a Duskmane or Dorming's Necrozma. So that is just one thing to know about these new Shadow Purified Fusion Pokemon. You cannot fuse them. Make sure to claim all of your Go Pass rewards before Wednesday, July 1st at 7:59 PM local time, or else they will expire. Speaking of other Shadow Pokemon, we have Shadow Seal, Shadow Hoothoot, Shadow Noibat, and Shadow Rookidee making their Pokemon Go debut, which means you can also get Shiny Shadows of all of these Pokemon now. In case you don't already know this, any single Pokemon that has both a Shadow and a Shiny can now be a Shadow Shiny, but their Shiny and their Shadow have to be in the game first. There'll be event field research tasks giving you rewards such as fast TMs, charge TMs, and mysterious components. And if you can rank up your Go Pass, you'll get encounters with Pidgeotto, Hoothoot, Vullaby, Rookidee, and more. Super Rocket Radar, which you can fight Giovanni to get Shadow Reshiram. And then if you upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe for $4.99, you'll get encounters with even more Flying-type Pokemon, an additional Super Rocket Radar, so another Shadow Reshiram, and then even more stuff as well. If you get to rank 10, you get 2 times Catch Candy. Rank 20, earn more starters from defeating Team Go Rocket Grunts and Leaders. If you buy this on the Pokemon Go web store, which I recommend you do, you'll also get 10 Ultra Balls, 5 Max Revives, 1 Premium Battle Pass, and 5 Max Potions as a purchased gift. So what I'm personally going to be doing is tagging all of my Pokemon for frustration. Any Pokemon I want to get frustration removed off, whether it be like a good Shadow Dialga or just a Shadow Reshiram itself once you catch it. Create a tag, put any Shadow Pokemon in that tag that you want to get rid of frustration of, whether you want to use it for PvP, raids, or it's just a Pokemon you don't want to have frustration of. Frustration is the weakest move in the game, so you may as well get rid of it. Any Pokemon that costs 1,000 dust to purify, what you can actually do is that because Rookidee and Hoothoot are 1 kilometer walk Pokemon, you can actually just grind a bunch of those new shadows, put them in a tag, and then purify them when you get the tasks due. This also contributes to a medal we'll talk about later. Shadow Reshiram is also going to be worth going after because it is a top Fire-type raid attacker and a top Dragon-type raid attacker, awfully strong. Like I said earlier, you will not be able to fuse it, so the Reshiram that you get will just basically stay as a Reshiram. It will not be able to fuse with a Kyurem, but Reshiram in itself is already a strong Pokemon. The Shadow just makes it even stronger. You also have a 1 in 20 chance of getting a Shiny Shadow Reshiram, which will be a nice little flex if you do get it. You also want to make sure you're Mega Evolving a Pokemon. The best Pokemon in my opinion to Mega Evolve during this event is going to be either a Rayquaza at max level or a Dragonite at super max level. The reason you want to Mega Evolve either of these 2 Pokemon is because they boost everything in the wild. Shadow Reshiram when you catch that, Shadow Dialga raids, every 1-star and 3-star raid, and 3 of the 4 new Shadow Pokemon making their debut in this event. Really good to get more Candy, Candy XL, and XP, and you can tie this bonus with the 2 times Catch Candy that you will get if you hit rank 10 on the Go Pass, which is awfully easy to do. You can do it on the 2nd day of the event. To get more spawns, you want to go down to downtown areas or places that are packed with Pokestops. If you can, of course. Doing this, it gets you access to more Grunts, more Giovanni checked, and more leaders, helping you complete your Pokemon Go Pass quicker. This is also a great way to farm Stardust, especially because you get 500 dust per grunt. You also battle Team Go Rocket leaders. If you have an egg slot free, you will get a 12-kilometer egg. And then what you can do with that is that you can get 12 of them, so 12-kilometer eggs, say that 5 times, and then you'll be able to hatch more in one go and get roughly 100 to 200,000 Stardust, depending on the bonuses at the time. And the final tip goes out to all the collectors. So many opportunities to get some new Shadow Shinies, because if you don't know, I said this earlier, is that any Pokemon with a Shiny and a Shadow can be a shiny shadow. So really good to go after if you are a collector. So with that being said, that's everything you need to know about the Flying Taxi Taken Over event. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited about this event and if you're going to go after the new shadow shinies. Thank you all for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.